Welcome guys in yet another lecture of Python programming series. We are now starting with an example of while loop. In the last lecture we saw the syntax of while loop, how to write while loop, what is the limitation of while loop in terms of finite and infinite conditions. In this lecture we will see a very important, very simple and very common interview program asked, that is Fibonacci or Fibonacci series, whatever you call it. So let's see what is this series. Basically in mathematics, Fibonacci series is a series which starts with any two numbers and the next number that will be generated is simply the addition of those two numbers. For example, if you see this, here are two numbers 0 and 1 to start with, then the third number will simply be the addition of this 0 plus 1, that is 1. Then the fourth number will be the addition of previous two numbers, 1 plus 1 is 2. Similarly, 3 is addition of previous two numbers, 2 plus 1, 5 is 2 plus 3, 8 is 3 plus 5 and so on. So basically Fibonacci series starts with two numbers. By default those two numbers are 0, 1, and if not given then this is 0, 1. If given, they can be start with any numbers up to any number, like here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. So there are 10 numbers. It means that first thing you need to ask up to which value you want to find your Fibonacci series. So let me give the range. Let me ask user, enter the range. Maybe so as per this question I need to write here 10. Now what? Now I need to assign the first two values, and that is 0 and 1. So 0 has been assigned to A, 1 has been assigned to B. This is just simply writing multiple assignments in single line. You saw this in your introductory class. Now I am using while loop. Now you saw in last lecture, while is like if. It needs a true condition to be executed. To start executing things, it needs a true condition. So I am writing here while n. So this will be the starting condition, but up to when it has to reach, because in while loop there is no syntax of ending. Ending has to be described explicitly. It means that I need something to keep a track of my execution or iteration steps. So I am using a variable count, and this while loop will execute till this count value is less than or equal to n. For example, I will start with print A, and this will print 0, and then I will increment my count value. Okay, so this will print A value will be 0, count will become 2 because count has been initialized with 1. Count will become 2, then it will print another value of A, then it will again increment count, then it will print another value of A, then it will again increment the value of count, and this will keep on going until the count becomes greater than, suppose I am entering here 10, count will become 11, then this loop will stop terminating. Otherwise it will end up in an infinite loop. So this is the basic logic. Now how to assign or how to do the adding function here. So we have seen this swapping thing, A comma B, 0 comma 1. Okay, now you can use this as swapping part also, A comma B equal to B comma A. What it will do, whatever be the value of B, this will be assigned to A, and whatever be the value of A, this will be assigned to B. So this is very simple, but what I want addition. So simply I have to do here A plus B. Now what will be happening here now? B will be assigned to A and A plus B will be assigned to B, and in the next iteration the value of B will be changed to A plus B, and that A plus B value will be assigned to A, then that will be printed. Let's see. let me write 10. There are 10 numbers. There are 10 numbers here. It means that I want a value up to 10. Now this is not 10. This is not the numeric value 10. I don't want to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This 10 is that I want 10 digits, up to 10 numbers. I want that series to get continuous addition. So enter. Okay. So what is going on? This is 0. Print A 0. Now swap. So in the swapping process, first iteration will be value of B, that is 1. This is 1 and it is assigned to A, and 0 plus 1 is assigned to B. So in the next iteration 1 will be assigned to A, because now B has become A plus B, and that is assigned to A. Similarly it will go on. Now I want my result to print in horizontal manner, it is in vertical manner. So we saw that for this we use end equal to this. What it is doing, after this 0 there is many spaces, there are many spaces after all these values, and what I am doing, I am ending these all spaces with this single space. Let's run this. 10. Okay, so this is the basic of Fibonacci series. This is very simple program, very easy. You can also use a third variable here. In place of writing A plus B, you can use temp equal to A equal to B, B equal to temp, like you do in traditional C programming or C++ programming. But Python provide us this feature of multiple assignment in single line, so I am using this feature. Okay, hope you like this lecture, you understand the concept of Fibonacci series, and do write whatever you feel in the comment. If you had any doubt, if you are getting any doubt in practicing, let me know this thing. Thank you for attending this lecture. Meet you in the next lecture. Thank you.